Guys, this is Abhishek from GadgetsToUse.com, and today we are going to do a comparison of two flagship phones coming from two respective brands, and this comparison is mainly based on the basis of value for money, and we have four criteria which actually define the value for money for a smartphone, especially in case you are considering a flagship phone. In case you consider a premium phone, the thing which actually matters is going to be the display size first of all, because display size is mainly required when you would like to use that phone for multimedia as well as for your gaming needs. The second thing which matters is the overall amount of RAM you are getting in that phone, because that will actually affect the kind of performance you have in those multimedia gaming needs which you might have. Third thing, which is the storage. So in terms of storage, how much storage the phone actually has is also very important. And the fourth thing is the camera, which is one of the most important thing when you consider a smartphone out there. So we are going to compare two phones in this comparison, and the first phone we are talking about is the iPhone 6, which I am using for the past 1 year. And I have another completed with this one, which is the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe, which comes for approximately half the price of an iPhone 6 and actually gives you great value for money. But in this one, we will find out which one is better based on things which I have just highlighted. Again, this is going to be a comparative review of these two phones, and this is mainly done on the basis of value for money. Both of these two phones are kind of different. They have different kind of audience which actually buy an iPhone 6 or a Zenfone, but in this video we are going to find out which one is better, specifically based on the value for money and based on the four key factors which we have specified. So let's start with the first factor, which is the display size. So in case display size is something which matters to you, because especially in your day-to-day usage, in case you would like to watch a movie, display size does affect, because you will have a better experience on the smartphone which gives you bigger display size. As far as resolution is concerned, the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe comes with full high definition resolution, whereas this one is also good in terms of the pixel density. Again, this is not high definition or full high definition, I would say, but this is pretty close to that. In terms of the display clarity, both of these devices are good, but in terms of the display size, the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe definitely is a better choice compared to an iPhone 6, because this one gives you great clarity as far as pixels is concerned, and this one gives you bigger display compared to the 4.7-inch display which we have on iPhone 6. So in this particular factor, the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe actually is better. Second factor of any smartphone which actually affects the overall performance in day-to-day usage is the amount of RAM. ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe actually has 4 GB of RAM, which is one of the best thing you can have on a smartphone, because with 4 GB of RAM, the kind of multitasking and the capabilities this phone has is actually quite good compared to an iPhone 6 which has got only 1 GB of RAM. Especially with heavy usage, this phone does not lag, does not give you issues, but especially in case you would like to do heavy graphic intensive gaming, you can see that the ASUS Zenfone 2 still defeats the iPhone 6 in the overall gaming and multimedia usage. So in heavy usage tasks and performance, I have seen better performance on the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe compared to what I have seen on iPhone 6. The third most important thing which you may expect in a smartphone these days, especially when you want to buy a flagship phone, is the overall storage, because in terms of the storage is limited on an iPhone 6, and it is also very costly. In case you want to buy 128 GB variant of an iPhone 6, which is again not going to have a micro SD card slot, that means the storage will be limited. You will have to pay much higher price compared to ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe, for which in case you want to buy a 128 GB variant of this phone, you will have to pay approximately 30,000 rupees, which is pretty good for a device like this, which comes with 4 GB of RAM. And again, this one gives you good amount of storage compared to this one. So in terms of the value for money, you're getting much more storage on the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe. So in terms of the overall value for money, when you want to buy a high storage phone in which you have as much memory as you can have possible, the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe is again a better phone in that comparison. The fourth important thing when you consider a smartphone these days, in case you want to spend good amount of money, is the camera. Now the camera is something which is one of the most important thing on a smartphone. Talking about the front camera on an iPhone 6, it is 1.2 megapixel. Talking about the front camera on the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe, it is 5 megapixel. The kind of clarity you have on the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe is definitely better compared to an iPhone 6, especially in low light. Low light performance of the camera, especially the front camera on the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe, is better than an iPhone 6. It also covers more number of people, so it is a wide angle camera on the front. As far as the rear camera is concerned, the rear camera is 13 megapixels on the new ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe, and it is 8 megapixel over there on the iPhone 6. And over here as well, in terms of the overall things which you would like to cover, this is a wide angle camera compared to an iPhone 6 which has a narrow angle camera. And also in terms of low light performance, the rear camera actually gives you better performance compared to an iPhone 6, especially when you take photos in low light or in artificial light. That's all we have as far as the quick comparison of the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe with an iPhone 6 based on the key factors which we have specified. On these key factors, the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe is definitely a winner compared to an iPhone 6, but there is a difference because both of these phones are running on two different platforms, so the overall user experience is different. But in terms of the value for money, especially when you want to buy a flagship phone, the things which you are getting on the ASUS Zenfone 2 Deluxe is definitely better compared to an iPhone 6 in the overall comparison for value for money, and this comparison was on that only. So this is all we have. In case you have any queries and questions, please leave your queries and questions in the comment section below. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.